All right, I think we're live, Dave. Sorry,
We
I'm gonna
did it.
fix my mic and everything. Let me know if the music's a little too loud, guys. I know there's not gonna be as many viewers because it's oh, I hear myself on the YouTube thing. There we go.
Okay.
But welcome, guys. I know there's not gonna be a lot of viewers. We decided to go a little earlier today. You guys can see the sun's out now, so
Nice.
we are on Valentine's Day. I feel like every Wednesday there's a holiday or something. There's always like something going on, Dave. I don't know.
Always.
But yeah, we both have plans. Dave's taking me out later tonight, so we have to do the stream a little earlier.
We have to get this over with. No, we're committed, right, guys?
Yeah, exactly.
We're committed.
That's the thing is, we might have to change the time a little bit. You know, schedules are kind of fluctuating. So I think this is probably one of the earlier days, Dave. You've been back at the house from your shop.
Oh my god, yeah. So I had to do like a lot of work this morning. I went to bed a little later than usual, and because I know we planned this out that we need to get this done earlier because we have plans. Making some cables, sending some cables out, and pretty cool. You guys are gonna see some videos, I think, coming shortly. Well, actually, I'm doing a video right now. If it comes out right, I should be posting that video hopefully either this week or next week. Another video. Because that's two videos in like 2 weeks, so that's not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, you're pumping them out. I have like so many on my little GoPro thing, the vlogs.
Yeah.
I know everyone gives me shit for it because it's like the camera's like this close to my face, but I need to get some of those videos out too because they're it's kind of just me rambling like I do often for 20 minutes, but
I think those are always the best ones, you know?
Yeah, kind of just talking, right? I mean, being not trying to make a video, not trying to make specific content, you know what I mean? That's one thing. That's why I think my YouTube channel doesn't really grow at all. Is I don't make content, but two, it's like I'm not hitting that algo. You know what I mean? I'm not like, you know, doing it, but I like chilling with just you guys and the community and stuff. So I'm not too focused on YouTube, and I do appreciate the super chats and all that kind of stuff. But it's mostly just to hang out with everyone and keep everyone keep on hanging out, right?
That's it.
Here, let me. But I guess today we don't have like too much planned because it is Valentine's Day, and I've just been swamped with Terra stuff, and Dave's been swamped with TVM stuff. So today, I guess we could just talk a little bit about this market that's just been on an absolute tear.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it is. It's nuts, and it does seem like that this happens whenever like Lunar New Year. Is it Lunar New Year? I think for the Chinese. I think it's the same thing every year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my theory on it is that a lot of the stuff shuts down in China, right? And there's not a whole lot of sell pressure. I think China sells a lot of crypto. But let me know what you guys think in the chat, because I've talked to a couple people about this. But maybe less sell pressure in the market means that even if the buy pressure remains the same, it should theoretically rise, right? So what will be interesting is once the Chinese New Year is over, is the sell pressure going to be what it was before, or is it going to be just a avalanche of sells? You know what I mean? And that New Year mixed with a bull run, it's like a leap year almost, right? For crypto. So it's going to be interesting. But we got some people in the chat here. What's up, everyone? Automatic Beats, Panda. What's going on, Panda? Retro Mike, Chris Hanley, Oval Boar. What's up, man? And we got all set here. Crypto Frank. What's going on, Crypto Frank? Long time no talk, Crypto Frank. Zeo6. What's up?
Long time no talk.
Yeah, but it's been crazy. It's been a crazy couple days. I'm hoping some of the altcoins kind of like go up. I mean, we've spoken a lot on here, right, Dave? Like, big Flux fan. We often have members of the Flux team on our streams. But it looks like Flux is kind of creeping up too. Whenever Bitcoin goes up, it's like usually it goes up for about a day or two, and then altcoins kind of catch up a little bit. I think people kind of cash out a little bit, and it swings back into the market with other coins. But I think Flux is up a good amount. Let's see. Bitcoin's up 21.9%. And then I'll go to Flux because
what's Flux doing right now?
Of 2%, and then a 1 month on Flux is 6.2%. So it is not nearly as good as the return, but it has its like ups and downs. Like if you look at this compared to Bitcoin, it's I think it's a lot of like news and speculation, right? Like things like that. It's a lot more affected by that stuff than Bitcoin is. But
I think it's like everything else, right? The ups and downs. That's just what's going to happen. So until we get it to the bull run, in my opinion, you know?
Yeah, because also during bull runs, I feel like people are, I don't want to say more risky, but usually more risky, both in equipment purchases, investments, everything like that. So, if they make a good return on Bitcoin instead of cashing it out or just keeping it in there, they kind of want to keep chasing that, right? So it's like, well, what if I flip it into this coin? I hear a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people talking in the crypto trading industry arena or whatever it is, and they say, oh, this coin hasn't been hit yet, meaning like, oh, no one's found out about this, like it's going to triple, it's going to quadruple, or whatever it is. And sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong, right? But it's interesting to see. Flux has been on a good tear for this past week, but the last month compared to Bitcoin is not good. But well, it says 12% now. It's switching between 6% and 12%. So I don't know what the right number is, but
Drew, what's your Mike's what was he saying about thoughts about Flux sponsoring 2XFL teams?
What are your thoughts on Flux sponsoring 2XFL teams? Seems out of place to me. Surely marketing budged could have been better elsewhere for adoption. XFL is like the Dwayne Johnson like football thing, right? Is that what XFL is? Or am I completely getting that wrong? Because I have
no idea what that is.
Yeah. And I haven't seen that, Retro Mike, but is that what it is? XFL? I don't know. Is that what? Let me look it up, Retro Mike. XFL. NFL. It's dumb. Basketball? Oh, Rocks League. They merged with the American Football League. Okay. I didn't know
it's a
that,
minor
Retro
league.
Mike, but
okay.
It's
consisting of 8 teams located across the United States. Mid-sized major markets, 2-component conference, United States Football League. Okay.
I mean, my opinion on that, just looking at it from a 10,000-foot level, is I think that Flux is trying to get exposure anywhere. You know what I mean? Because just say that they're sponsoring that, or just say they had a Super Bowl ad, right? And it's like, well, why did you spend so much money there? You could have done it there. I think that price discovery for Flux, will lead into news and marketing that they don't have to budget for. You know what I mean? So like it'll start trending on Twitter, or it's trending on CoinMarketCap. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this coin's up 50%. They can get price discovery for that. So I don't know exactly what they're doing, but kind of looks like that they're throwing the kitchen sink, right? Where it's like whatever sticks.
So Retro Mike was saying too that the Australian Football League, they merged with them as well. So now they're going to have...
the American one, League.
No. Yes, that and the Australian Football League. So it was a merge this year.
Okay.
With the XFL and AFL.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just going to bring a lot of attention.
Yeah. Like any news is good news, right? It's
marketing.
Yeah, because right now I think that they spend a lot of their, like, we'll use Cypherpunk for an example. I know a lot of people here in the chat were there. They spent a shitload of money on Cypherpunk. I don't know how much money, but I know that it was not cheap, right? We were there. We know it was expensive.
Yeah.
And what discovery did they get from it, right? If it was a marketing thing, what kind of marketing did they get from it? You know what I mean? Whereas if they go and market in a completely different sector, completely unrelated, like a football league, then at least they'll get something out of that. Like it'll branch off into another area. I'm just trying to look at it from a marketing standpoint, why they would do that. Because where else could they really go? They go to CES, they go to all these conventions. They're in with, they do the whole crypto community, then they do the whole AI community. But if that's not enough exposure and their company's not growing, then it won't be sustainable enough to fund, the salaries that they're paying, fund, the developers with the salaries and everything. But I really think Flux their issue is discovery. You know, like they're like no one, not no one, but because we all know Flux, but I think they really struggle with that issue, is how to market. And I think, you know, because I don't really see them going into the AI marketplaces too, you know, competing. Hey, we'll have this, you know, we'll do that. I know there's a lot going in the background with larger companies, but they are definitely going to have to keep marketing in different sectors, I think, just for discovery, right? Even if people are Googling it, it helps. You know what I mean? It'll keep it trending and everything. Let's see, Retro Mike. They will need real ads during the games. Just a logo won't do much. Look at State Farm. Just saying, yeah. Until you're that big, right? Where you could have a Super Bowl ad with just the Apple logo, right? You don't really need anything for it. But yeah, they're gonna have to kind of explain what their product is, like customer education and everything like that, what they do, and that's it. The problem is they don't have the market there, right? Like with the nodes and everything. Oh, you can host on WordPress, and they should. I'm not saying they should stick to one type of thing for each commercial. That's what I would do. But when you're flooding the consumer with too much information, it's too much. And then when you just, like you said, have a logo, it's not enough. So I think where they can catch people, and they've talked about this, is like education, right? Like, hey, you can launch Stable Diffusion. It's really easy. You don't need to rent this rig on an AI platform and install your, you know, all this stuff and set it all up and do all that kind of stuff. It's literally just these like bright buttons that like, I think, you know, kids early on in like middle school or even younger will be able to go on and click a couple things and launch like a Stable Diffusion or different language models and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting play, but you never know who it gets in front of. And I think that's kind of what they're doing. I saw, I don't know if it was Dan Keller or Jeff Gee posted something about medical, like Flux Medical, but they're doing so many things that it's like, I think that they're redoing their whole platform. They are like Flux Core, right? But it's just discovery. I know I can rant forever about it. I'm just trying to think from, you know, business to business. That's how what I see their biggest struggle is getting the people to know what they're doing, right? And they don't necessarily have the product there for AI right now. It's in beta or alpha or wherever it is, but they do have the WordPress, whether it works well or not. You know, there's different opinions everywhere. Or launching, you know, nodes and doing, you know, their whole node infrastructure, right? And then they have their coin that like validates all this kind of stuff. So just a lot. It's like such a
they have so many things that I don't even know like a quarter of the things that they're doing right now. They're doing new things all the time. They're creating new partnerships all the time. It's just like a oiled machine, you know, Flux. They just keep on going, and then obviously their coin will reflect when the bull run comes, right? Because no one's doing really anything right now. I mean, you can't just have a coin in the middle of nowhere, just like say, hey, it's profitable above and beyond. It just doesn't work that way. You know, it has to follow suit. Something has to happen. Yeah. And they're gearing up, and I guess they're getting pretty close, right? The end of March. Proof of use of work will be like,
I think they said the end of February. I don't
February,
correct me if I'm wrong. Well, there's something at the end of February and something at the end of March. I was trying to tune into their live stream, but I was working on other stuff while doing it. But I think the beta might be at the end of February, and then there's going to be something at the end of March, or vice versa. I don't know. Because they'll kind of disappear for a while, right? You won't hear from the guys for like a while, and then all of a sudden they come back, and then, you know, I know a lot of people are kind of like taking like, what is this? Why do we need it? What does this solve? And they answered all those questions, right? On the business side, they were answering all of that, and that's great. But really, I think they needed that wallet to incorporate with FluxCore, which then they obviously are doing. So it's so many different projects at once that it's like, they're juggling like a million balls, you know, but it looks like it's all coming together. You know, if that's really what time will tell, right? If I can go on, I hate to say it, but use a credit card, because that's how you're going to get mass adoption for now. But if I could just go on to FluxCore, use my credit card, launch Stable Diffusion, and it's easy, and there's bright colors, and there's nice little animations that make me feel good, then that will bring a lot of adoption to things. And I think that they're just doing all the groundwork for that right now. But then everyone's like, when is this launching? When is this launching? So it's a lot of stress.
We all want to be a part of it, right? So
Retro Mike, on the
time.
AI topic, have you taken a look at Morpheus AI yet? They launched this past weekend, 16 gigs VRAM minimum requirement, NVIDIA only at the moment. No, I have not heard anything of that, but I Googled it actually a minute ago before I went on a rant. It says Morpheus AI framework for cybersecurity under NVIDIA developer, and then we have another MorpheusAI.org. Morpheus. Well, let's see when these articles are, because that might be February 8th. Here, let me pull this up, Retro Mike. I swear, Retro Mike always is like on the bleeding edge of this stuff. You should do a live stream, Retro Mike, every week and just update people, because there's so much crap that's out there, right? Like, but it always seems like you can sift through it very well. Here, how do I do this? Morpheus AI. Okay, this is not dark mode, so I don't have the plugin, so bear with me, everyone.
God help us.
All right, Morpheus AI launch attracts 50 million within hours. The decentralized AI network is developing open source smart agents that can interact with smart contracts on behalf of users. Okay, so this is kind of both a mixture utilizing blockchain. And let's see. Investors over 50 million in fair launch of Morpheus, a peer-to-peer network on what the project calls smart agents, AIs that can interact with smart contracts on behalf of users. Morpheus aims to make Web3 more accessible by providing a neural ChatGPT-like chat interface, enabling users to easily buy or sell crypto, send stablecoins, access smart contracts, and use dApps and DeFi protocols. Huh, that's interesting. To incentivize the network, here, let me make this a little bit bigger. Can you read this all right?
That was better.
Okay. To incentivize the network, Morpheus is launching its MOR token, which has a fixed supply of 42 million. Users can deposit, what is that, a stake ETH to accrue MOR emissions. I kind of like that more. MOR, it's kind of a nice token. The project plans to use the yield generated from the user deposits to fund a pool of protocol-owned liquidity. Let's see, Shapeshift founder. What is this? Is it's interesting. Is there a? Oh, they have a white paper. Okay, let's see it. Okay, the white paper is going to be. This is what I was saying, Retro Mike, with the live stream. You can go through these people's white papers and kind of dumb it down for the rest of all of us. Let me switch over to that. Here, I'll bring up the more token too. Let's bring that up on CoinMarketCap. Oh, there's a couple of these. Let's see.
It's crazy.
Yeah, 1 second, guys. Trying to. Let's see. No, Retro Mike, you should do it. Seriously, you should do a live stream. It's you're very technical with all this kind of stuff, and it's useful information, right? There's a lot of information out there that's not. What's up, DJ Mines? Okay, let me pull up this. Stop screen, present, Morpheus. Here we go. Okay.
So bright. Make it a little bigger.
Yeah. I'm not going to go through this whole thing because this is, let's see.
Yeah, don't do that. They'll never come to our stream ever again.
Yeah. Let's see. Is this the,
oh, stick figures. I'm in. Sold.
Yeah, this is gonna have to be read off stream. This is interesting though. I'm gonna bookmark this. I'm gonna read through this. But
let's look at the token.
Okay, here's the emissions and everything.
Where's the token at, Mike?
I tried to pull it up, but CoinMarketCap doesn't have it. Is it like an ICO or something? Let's see. Token. Let's see if I can bring it up on CoinGecko or something. Yeah, because there's something called More Crypto and all this kind of stuff here. More token, Morpheus token price. It's no, this is not going to be it, is it? No, this goes back months. Yeah, maybe they're not listed yet. It just launched on Saturday, not on CoinMarketCap yet. It might be on Dex Screener. Let's see, Dex Screener. Sorry, I know I have the other thing kind of up here. Here it is. Okay.
You found it?
No, I pulled up Dex Screener though. No, I don't think it's up yet. I don't think so. Maybe on their website they have something. Maybe it's just. Do they do a pre-sale or anything like? I guess it would say that right
Yeah,
here.
it said that in not a pre-sale, but I forgot there was like an investment or something like that already.
Yeah, they had.
When we were talking about it on the regular page.
I might have just read through that.
It was just right before after you read the first paragraph. It was like the third paragraph down. Not the white paper, just
on the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50 million in the fair launch of Morpheus. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Too early for liquidity tracking. Will probably be updated next week. Yeah. That's interesting. Let me pull up their website actually instead of their white paper. Maybe they have.
And this was someone that worked for NVIDIA?
I think NVIDIA might have something called that as well, unless it's they do have that. But let's see. Kind of interesting though. I guess it utilizes an AI interface which connects people to transacting and everything in a more friendly way. That's what I got out of it reading the quick overview of it. Let's see, where is this? I just lost it. More token, more. Here it is. Okay.
Download Morpheus.
Yeah. Okay.
This is so you can use I think this is so you can get paid by like being a part of it.
Yeah.
Kind of like Vast.
Yeah, I do want to read through. I'm not going to do it on live here, but there's a lot here that they kind of had a breakdown right here a little bit. Rewarded each day 24% to the community, 24% to capital, 24% to compute, and 24% to coders, and 4% for protection funds. Community are builders that create front ends, tools, and bring uses to the Morpheus ecosystem. Brings the funding for compute and code. Okay, interesting. I wonder why they chose those numbers. I guess it's equal between all of it. Is there going to be? I guess if there's smart contracts, then you have to be able to mine on this, right?
Well, that, from my understanding, you can only go on it with a minimum of 12 gigs of VRAM.
Yeah.
That's what they'll take.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. It's kind of cool seeing. I know I've talked a lot about this. It's like I feel like there's been so many conversations where it's like just crypto mining or just AI, and that's why Flux was so exciting because it was kind of like a mixture of it. So I really like seeing projects that are kind of a mixture of it because they are. I don't want to say they're a lot alike because they're two completely different things, but hardware wise, they're a lot alike.
Yeah, I agree.
I like this, a copy and paste of an Excel sheet. I've been doing Excel all day with different stuff.
It's good.
All day. But yeah, interesting, Richard Mike. Thanks for mentioning this. I'll dig into this a little bit later and see. And they also have a Twitter. I guess let me switch over to the Twitter thing real quick. I don't have actually. Let me see if I can log into it because then I can make it into dark mode, right? Or actually, yeah. Let me. Sorry, guys. One second. I don't log into Twitter. I gotta log in. Type in my 1,000,000 2FAs.
Hey, to be safe.
Right. Oh no. Okay, wrong login. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Slowly but surely. Okay, now I get a text. Okay, now I gotta turn dark mode on somehow. I never go on Twitter on the computer ever.
Really?
Yeah. No, it's definitely not under there. How do I? All right, guys, we might just have to deal with non-dark mode. Oh, here we go. Display dark. There we go. Lights out. Okay. All right, let me click this again. Bring it over here. All right, guys, we're getting there. We're getting there. You guys could tell we were very prepared this week for
Extremely.
All right, let's see what this is, Dave.
Okay. Wow, that's great. I like dark.
Yeah.
Doing okay.
Yeah. Retro Mike, this is more of distributed compute, not just strictly marketed as AI. Yeah, that's a big thing too, right? Like, it doesn't have to be AI. AI is like the buzzword, right? Like CNBC is like, let's put AI into every article, but it's not everything is AI. There's so much compute that's demanded that's not AI. So, let's see here. Oh, you can see that's how you know it's new. 0.0.6. Open source data have built the first smart agent on Morpheus via the experimental 6 version. Let's see. Have a little video here too. I don't know what I'm seeing, but it's very low resolution.
It's ones and O's.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, it's something new, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just gotta be careful.
I like things that have like, I'm probably gonna get not yelled at, but like, I like things that have a use case, right? Like, there's so much stuff out there that, in my opinion, this is just my complete opinion, but there's so many coins out there that don't have a use case, or if they do have a use case, it's like we're a better version of that, and then when they point at that, whatever they're comparing it to is not really utilized to its maximum potential, right? Oh, we do faster transactions, or we have this layer. You can add this kind of smart contract to it. It's like, does the world need that? You know what I mean? I know that's kind of like a very broad view of it, but there's a lot of projects out there that are always like a better mousetrap, right? And I love seeing. That's why I'm a huge Flux fan, is because it's like large demand for compute, right? The whole world needs that for whatever. For any industry could use that. Healthcare, education, military, you know what I mean? Like any industry can use compute. And so that's why I'm so attracted to Flux and something like this too. This is my first time seeing this, but there's a use case for it, right? There's so many coins that don't have a use case. Weekly stream will be named Pigeon Fixes This. Yeah, like Pigeon coin, like I know it's a meme coin, right? Like Doge and everything like that, but I just always, I always look at things through that light, right? It's like, what's the use case? And I didn't do that before. I never, like, when I first got into crypto around 2016, it was kind of like just this bull run, right? There's so many of these coins coming out, and it's like, this is the better this. And it's like, it's so exciting. You get like caught up in this thing, right? Where you're like, okay, like, I guess this will be better because there's nothing really out there that's like planted. Like ETH didn't have like the smart contract capabilities and stuff like that, so it was always like, oh, who's gonna win the race, who's gonna do this? And I never asked myself that question, right? And I feel like a lot of people get burned on projects because they don't ask themselves that question. They get caught up in the hype, right? They're like staring at this like, okay, this is up 50%, this is great, or it might be a better mousetrap, right? Like it might be better, but will that ever come to fruition, right? Or if it's not, and you're trying to get in and out just from the hype, playing that kind of game, then it's risky, right? It's kind of like gambling. But
yeah,
I don't know. Long story short, I'm also pretty conservative when it comes to investing, right? Like I don't do like crazy options plays or anything like that. I'm usually on like the safer end of stuff. But yeah, this is interesting. Like I'm gonna follow this and kind of followed. Yeah, it's interesting. But it hasn't just been the crypto markets that have kind of been bumping up too. I mean, let me share this too. Normally we don't talk much about the markets, but kind of getting into it a little bit today, Dave.
Oh yeah, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, is this the right screen? Yeah, this is the right screen. Oval Tech, you're mining Pigeon?
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm old school into the peer-to-peer financial transaction ecosystem. Usage is key to me for day-to-day products that I buy. Yeah, it really is. It's like, you know, there has to be usage. There has to be. But Max Voltage, what's up, man? Early stream. This shouldn't be allowed. I know. Today's Valentine's Day, Max. Dave's taking me out, so
that's it.
I think we are going to finish up right around 6.
We have no choice.
Yeah, I know. Dave made reservations. So we're going on. We're going swan boats. We're going on swan boats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold hands. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah. But yeah, no. I kind of rather do it a little bit later. You know, like 7:30 or 8. But sometimes we kind of stretch to 8:30 or 8:45. But
I would like to do it earlier too, but this is kind of like pushing it because we already have the plans and everything like that. And
yeah,
I'm not normally able to get out as early as I get out, you know, from the shop. It just happened to work out today. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, but normally I'm always grinding.
But Nvidia has kind of been following crypto a little bit, which is interesting because it always not always has, but the last like year or two, Nvidia and other chip makers have kind of had some correlation with it. But I think it's just the AI craze right now. You know, like I said earlier, CNBC is like putting AI in everything, and Nvidia. I was actually on the phone with a AIB yesterday for GPUs, and it's just the demand is just insane. And the way that Nvidia also acts is kind of just, they're like the king of the castle, right? Like there's no other. It's just what they say goes, you know, and that's what he was complaining to me about it, and I was complaining to him because they're kind of, you know, Nvidia just has that attitude where it's like, oh, you'll get it when you get it, you know what I mean? Because they don't have to worry about an AMD or something that, you know, not right now. They don't have to worry about it, but they just kind of own the whole market. It's a complete monopoly, right? And then he did bring up an interesting thing too, because he's like, this isn't allowed, right? This is like price fixing and like all these different legalities that NVIDIA might face. But it's like NVIDIA's in bed with the government, you know what I mean? Like there's probably so many backroom deals they have with the government here in the U.S. that none of us know about, right? So what's the U.S. going to do? So, you know, start putting restrictions on them for, you know, this stuff. I don't know. I need another tinfoil hat, Dave. That's what I need. But interesting. So let's see what it is. Joker Miner, what's up, man? Arcs Crypto Mining, what's up? Yeah, sorry, another early stream today. Valentine's Day. We've fallen on a couple holidays here, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
We've fallen that we've been traveling too. We're always somewhere. Yeah, if you're not traveling, 90% of the time you're traveling, then we're traveling together. We only missed one. It was in Vegas because there was just too many things going on at once. We just couldn't make it. We couldn't do it. We tried. I tried to extend it, but it was like everybody. We were all in different places, and we were trying to like regroup, and it was really hard. So
yeah.
But for the most part, we make it. We make it happen. So
yeah. Interesting stuff going on with the market. Seeing the bull run here. I hope that the sell-off is not that big. I think there will be. It's my tinfoil hat theory again, but we'll have to see. Right? We don't know.
Right.
But it looks like mining has kind of been making a comeback recently too. You know, just looking at hash rate. I know these numbers aren't accurate, and they don't have, you know, as many coins as you guys are mining, but the profitability has definitely been on the rise. You know, 30. I mean, even I know 50 cents a day doesn't sound that great for a 3090, but from where it was, I mean, it's definitely. I wonder if they have a map. If anyone knows that, or not a map, a chart. That would be interesting. they had something like that on here. They might, but if they don't, they should add it. But to show like the average profitability over time. Maybe I have to click into one of the GPUs. Maybe that'll do it. No. Yeah, they should have charts. Oh, historical revenue. Okay, look at that. There it goes. Okay. Let's see here. What's this? This is revenue. This isn't after electric. $1.30. Oh, okay. So okay, I guess I was looking at the profit before after electric. Yeah, I mean it's on a little swing, but you can see here for like, yeah. Was the complete drop off right here. Was this ETH? Was this the ETH merge? September 22. Was that ETH when ETH merged? I think that was.
I think so.
Yeah, you could tell that's when. I mean, it's at least it's kind of been it's on an uptrend definitely right now, but God, you could just see after that ETH merge just tanked. It was absolutely tanked. Because I mean, right, that's before electric, right? So I mean, that was just completely unprofitable. From, I guess it was still profitable a little bit here after the merge, right? But that was probably just coins pumping and stuff like that. But I mean, what, September 22 to December 22, 3 months of just devastation. Then it jumped up, and now you kind of see it jumping up. I didn't know these charts were here before. It's nice to see, but it's crazy. Look at the days back there. I mean, there were days where 39.
Back in the
God, they were making like $20 a day some days. But I mean, this is like
but how much was the 3090 though, Mike? How much is the 3090? How much
people were paying like $2,500, $3,000. I know people were paying like $1,800 to $2,000 for 3080s, right. Because those were great during ETH. But geez, I mean,
NVIDIA loved that. NVIDIA loves bull runs, huh?
Yeah. it's been crazy. But here, let me look at some of the other cards. I didn't know that these were here. Did everyone know these were here? Did you know these were here, Dave?
Nope.
I had no idea these were here.
Huh.
I guess the revenue is probably going to be kind of the same. It's going to look kind of the same. Might be different numbers, but
right.
For different cards and stuff like that. I thought hashrate.no also had Vast in here. Oh, they have it up here. Okay. Also, yeah, the 40. I saw someone mention. I think DJ mentioned it earlier. 4090 prices have kind of like plummeted on Vast. Sub 30 cents basically.
You said he was at like 29 or 28 cents or something like that. He can't even get it rented or something.
Yeah. So it's that's the thing that makes it so different than mining, right? Is it's like there has to be demand for it. It's not like I'm just going to put this on this algorithm and then hopefully people aren't on the algorithm and making the hash rate higher and then the rewards lower. So
right.
That's the thing is your revenue for a 4090 one day might be like $10 and you might be like, oh wow, that's 5 times better than mining. But then the next day you might have $0 and the machine is still idling, still using power, everything like that.
I mean, idling. I mean, how much power is it actually using idling anyway? Let's be honest.
The rig we made was a 10 card 4090 rig. It was still using about.
Well, that's 10 cards. I'm talking about like the average Joe that has like 1 or 2 cards.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like 60 watts.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
like it's nothing to really talk about when it's idling.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, shit. So like, if you're saying, let's just put it in perspective. Let's just like 60 times 5. Then.
60 times 5?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like
what? $3? There's 300. Is what? I don't know what you're trying to calculate.
Probably like 300 watts idling on a 10 card rig, right?
Yeah, it's probably about that.
If nothing's happening to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's something to think about. But when you're like, I guess when it comes to a lot of cards and you're playing with a lot of money, I guess that's warranted. you know, if
Yeah.
it's idling, because then when it's rented, it's a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's tough.
What? Yeah. I honestly haven't even heard of these tokens before. NXL and AIPG. That's the thing, is I've been so behind on like the crypto side. It's not because I'm all in VAST or I'm all in AI or anything like that. It's just been, it's like just Terra has been like so time consuming. GPURisers has been time consuming. Like, it's just hard to keep up with all this stuff.
Yep.
Oh, this is Carlson. Okay, this is like another one of the Caspa things. But yeah, that's the thing, is like Terra has like, you know, tons of GPUs, like 1300 GPU, 1400, somewhere around there. And it's like, you would think I would know, I would be on like the, you know, because we could see everything on Hive, you know, what people are mining and all that kind of stuff, and can't talk about it, but it's I just still like, I just feel so behind on all this stuff. But
well, you know, being business owners, it's really tough. It's really tough to keep tabs with everything that's going on when you're actually trying to run a business in the same space. And it's just like, I know, like, you know, since I'm a one-man show, it's a lot, man.
Yeah,
it's a lot. So
yeah, it is. And I try to keep up to date with a lot of the YouTuber videos, but even that, like, you know, I think probably the news I get the most for crypto is probably through Twitter, and that's probably the worst way to get news for crypto, because, you know, a lot of them are ads, right? Regardless of, you know, who's posting it, right? On Twitter, it's like, you know, this coin might be the most profitable, this one might be the most profitable. It's usually ads, you know, it's like kind of pushed. So, but
yeah,
I don't know, but it's an AIPG is another one. Kapow, okay, AI Power Grid. See, I'm gonna Google this one too. I'm gonna keep this up here. Because I don't know what these are, and I feel like there must be so many cool projects out there that are coming out that we don't know. Joker Miner said Twitter is toxic. Oh well, yes, it's like the worst place to get news, right? It's like,
that's true,
the worst. But or X. I'm sorry, it's called X now, but
X. Yeah.
But yeah, guys, I know it's an early stream, and we also got to kind of cut it early today. But we didn't want to skip today. You know what I mean? We wanted to still come on and do this stuff. Maybe Dave and I will do another stream, like a surprise stream between now and next Wednesday. I don't know. We'll talk about it.
See what happens.
Or we'll just do a little longer one next Wednesday. But yeah, there's definitely too much.
Sometimes we get carried away. I mean, what was the last stream? Last stream was like almost like 3 hours or something. So sometimes we get carried away. So maybe like it all balances out at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's but it is Valentine's Day. So we got the swan boat ride.
We're gonna miss our reservations.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I know it's quick, guys, but I appreciate everyone here hanging out with us and everything like that. And
man.
Thanks, Retro Mike, for the info on these things. I'm going to read up on these. And please, Retro Mike, maybe do a live stream once a week and talk about all these cool projects. Because, like I said, you're really good at vetting this stuff out and seeing what's bullshit and what's not.
That's true.
So, but I think that's everything, guys. We're going to go on the swan boats. We're going to enjoy each other's time and all that kind of stuff. But I hope everyone has a good week. And everything like that, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday, and we'll do a longer stream next Wednesday on Dave's channel. So
see you on my channel next week.
All right, guys, take it easy and have a happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, guys.
All right, see you guys
later.